Greetings, loves. How are you? So I'm gonna do just a little bit of concentration here. I would like for you to just take a look here at the board and see if one of these three stones jumps out at you. Extraction right now to find out what we really need to know about what actually lands in the divine unions and what this format is about stamping V in cards and trapping for weird projection reasons that don't get done to Venus on divine authority. Okay, so we've got Green Aventurine here. A red tiger's eye that actually down here has a little piece of hematite. And my very special piece of Moldavite. And just concentrate if you like. And burn a little sage. And then I'll be shuffling the decks. And you might find that you're called to one of those piles. So here we are, loves. We've got the cards shuffled and dealt. Perhaps you chose or felt one of these stones choosing you. We have the Green Aventurine, the red tiger's eye with a little bit of hematite, and a very special piece of Moldavite. We're going to go in that order. 1, 2, 3. Catch you on the inside of your reading. Greetings, people that chose the Green Aventurine. This is the stone that might have picked you, perhaps. Got 2 layers of these cards here. Let's see what's unfolding. Because we've got you, we've got them. What you have in common. And it's kind of like the right now, recent past, near future guidance. Why we might have a question on what the situation is and what's up ahead for us in the outcome. We also have a second layer with romance cards. So at the bottom, purple cards are the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. These are the Shadowscapes for a second level of understanding. And then we've got the Tarot of Sexual Magic and the Romance Angels right here. Let's see what's at the center. Alright, so look at you. I'm gonna be pulling these in pairs to read them like this. We've got the Spiritual Strength showing up with the 3 of Swords. That's a real hefty combo right there. I'm hearing for some of you all, I was hearing about somebody healing after the surgery and something about like a pattern that was recognized that somehow is stabilizing another part of your life, because it's like it took a grid to be put in front of you for you to see like the hierarchy of energy and like another place where the same diagnosis was applicable. And what we're learning about quantum shield training right now, and some of the things that are actually consolidating how we actually can recover from things like sickness and disease. And I'm hearing for some of you all, congratulations, because it's something that came at a hefty cost. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's about your heart healing right now, that's what this is. For other people, I'm hearing it's just digging in for support, especially if you're that person that might be tested right now, because I was hearing all kinds of messages about like weird things coming back from people that maybe haven't really been present, only because they're triggered about what might be going on in your life and how much you've grown. And so for some of y'all, it's like an old aching wound sort of thing. And it might be like salt in the wound time right now for like Valentines reasons, that sometimes people are like, I don't even believe or fall for any of that stuff at all. But it's still like, it looms somehow and sucks energy. It's like the big vortex of the V card and the V chain coming after you with the claws of, hi, did we see what Venus did to outsmart us all and figure out who actually ascended in the energies? So some of you all are like up to other things, new score, you know? And you're gonna hear things in between. So, what is going on? I got the recent past here. Fulfillment of wishes and the Page of Cups. So for somebody, I'm hearing it's like having the self-awareness and sort of a level of confidence of like how you got in your own hair, right? Especially if you're like under some like transformation, because it's like a youth spell for some of you all. It's like, hey, look how I go youthful here. It's like the new you thing where you might look really good because of what you've been doing, and you know you have like a lot that you can offer, because this is emotionally very grown up too. It's like the Page of Cups is the willingness to make an offer and to have that youthful expression with the Nine of Cups energy, which is sort of a sage energy here in this deck. And so for some of you all, it's kind of like a melancholy you might be going through, because it's the end of both of these suits in this deck here with the 2 nines. So you have a 9, a 9, and a 3 so far. And I'm hearing it's just like knowing you have an offer to give and kind of being like, oh, do I trust putting it out there? I'm going to tell you something. This card flew out for you while I was shuffling. You are the only group that had a pop-out message like that. So, there was big messages popping out for everybody, though. I posted them in the community section if you missed them. Just scroll there if you want, because there was a whole reading on that there too. So, for some of you all, it's like learning how to trust after you've been through all that you had to grow through to be that. And I'm hearing for some of you all just like feeling good about yourself and like not feeling badly about where you might have been courted to something and you show a wrinkle, or you know, you have a strand somewhere, or whatever it is. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like just kind of being on that verge and carrying it a little bit. So let's see what's over here in the near future. So victory and success and 3 of Wands. I really like that. So this is somebody that wants to get together with you here. Showing up, baby. 3 of Wands. It's like having a comrade by your side, and that's a little bit feisty. They might be willing to just kind of cut it up with you a little bit, because this feisty energy. That's fire too. Fire. Fire in your face. And that's somebody that's really gone out to the ledge, out to the edge. I'm hearing they might be healing from something. I'm hearing it's like they might have even had like whatever your tendency was. I'm getting really like postcards from the edge vibe. And I've never seen it, but I keep hearing it's the postcards from the edge vibe, and like what it is to like go the distance and find the strength to do that. Because for somebody here, this is like capturing where you didn't fail yourself and witnessing it somewhere else too, because this is like all water here, this is all fire here, and I'm hearing for y'all, this is steamy. If this gets together, if this gets together, because for some of you all, this is a very healing vibe. For others, it's only happening because, like, simultaneously, there's some shitstorm happening here too, because somebody might have just been getting, like, screwed over, and I'm hearing for one of y'all, it's like, these 2 3s here are here for a reason. It's like, there was some, like, not more is not merrier vibe, and, like, some blowhorn that might have been in your life and needing to turn your back on it so that this works, because for some of y'all, it's like, there's somebody that's, like, either overseas, over time distances, over something, over periods, because time is kind of a broken fractal clock now that we're getting better things with the ideas that we learned there, you know, in this flippant view. And so right now it's like learning where your real camaraderie is what I'm hearing, and how to make an offer, because I'm hearing for somebody here, it's like this person here is willing and they are doing things. For some of you all, it's like, for some of you all, if you have not been around each other, and this might be why it's sad, it's like I'm hearing they might carry a torch, or might have like looked somewhere else. It's like they're looking different ways. Here you kind of see them up front, here you just see them from behind. And it's like something finally gets to this person here, and it's like, oh, but now is what I'm hearing. So, this is a breakdown in communication, my darlings. This is what this looks like. I'm hearing, if you're resonating with this side here, it's like knowing how to make your offer lovingly. Knowing that whoever turned their back here, it's like they're very busy. They have a busy energy. They have a very cooperative spirit. They have people around them that support them. And they're kind of like a loner rebel, is what I'm hearing. Let's see what's here at the bottom. We've got the King of Pentacles and Rest and Rejuvenate, and I'm hearing for somebody that is an amazing idea, because there's a healing happening here. This is like a rejuvenation vibe. This is somebody that's willing to spend the money on it too, or whatever that distance is. They will do it in a stabilizing manner because of the 4, because of the stature of the placement of that pentacle suit here. And so I'm hearing for somebody, it's like figuring out what to do to quell a certain need is what I'm hearing, and having the ability to do it with like emotional stability is what this is what I'm hearing. Let's see what we have ahead. Oh, also, just like that trust card that came up that said the situation is calling for you to have faith, you are also the only group that had 2 Shadowscapes cards come out for this position. So I'm going to flip all these together here. We've got Firm Foundation, another 4. This is, I'm hearing it's about grounding things, as above so below, because this is like the air version of that. And it's a good jump after like a 3 of Swords, especially if somebody has been on bed rest. I'm hearing back pain and what this king might be going through. She, he, they, other. Know your own designations here. But I'm hearing it's been, well, this is so fascinating. There's another 4 here. Perhaps you're seeing repeating numbers. 4 of Cups. This is somebody that's kind of turned off certain activities and emotions. I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like knowing you might have cut some things off that might have been pinging your account so that you could afford a trip. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like planning a way to do that and get together right now. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, I want to be there right now, and I'm not. And it's like somebody realizing where they might have turned their back on themselves. It's weird, because the way that bites can motivate people in very different ways. And so there's a very sublimatic undertone to this moon, where the moon can actually take us through illusions. And we've learned how to stabilize ourselves and grow emotionally and spiritually after a difficult time of being on a weird, windy road, being weathered, not willing that on ourselves, knowing where the petals get to land and what it means, and how there's a certain romance in that. And that's what the moon is here. This is like somebody that can look that thing in the face and be like, how gorgeous thou art. In this shade, because sometimes it takes the right shade to really pull that out of you, you know? Alright, so for some of you all, it's knowing that you're not with the one that you want to be with for a certain reason. That reason's going to vary depending on which one you are here. Let's see what we can find out with a couple more cards. We've got the Tarot of Sexual Magic and Romance Angels. We've got Strength. Major Arcana again. Just like the Strength card here. Or, excuse me, the Moon card here. 2 Major Arcanas. And we have Children. So I'm hearing for somebody, it's like finding out some news that, like, it might be a mixed blessing for somebody, because somebody might be thinking, oh my god, in 9 months I'm going to have a child because of this. And then, like, somebody feeling, like, alienated on this other side somehow. I mean, if it's their partner, I don't know. Maybe it's, like, the decision feeling like this person is maybe making decisions and hoping they make good decisions about that if you're not in a relationship, is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like deciding what to do with that situation. And I'm hearing for somebody else, it's like realizing where your love for children are feeling more youthful, like this person here is actually giving you a certain kind of strength. It's almost like, it's sort of like, it's a divine justice situation with that 11 there. And so it's like the ability to see like something really amazing and romantic and taking the time to groom yourself and to heal through things, and a certain kind of pride, you know, that maybe you haven't had in yourself, but that you feel around certain people. It's like, that's what pride actually is, I think. It's like, it's recognizing where other people have become proud of you or what you've done and being kind of like surprised about it, you know? I don't know. That's how I feel it is, at least at this level. But I'm also a life path 11, so I see it a little bit different. It's kind of like a surprise. And so I'm feeling like somebody might be really surprised and happy about what it means to have the witness of children too. And like finding out where this 3 is like, this is just an expansion. It's like finding out that your life is moving on to the next place and that you got chosen by a child. And for somebody else, it's like realizing how children being around them are giving them strength to do things that they didn't know they could do, because it might be a really serious situation. Here we have finances and career and the King of Chalices. So another king, we got the King of Pentacles here and the King of Cups. So this is somebody that's really doting, loving. Here he might have so much that he's kind of like a little bored with it sometimes. And she's kind of like a pet. I'm hearing, or she could be. I don't know. Finances and career, so financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. What I'm hearing right now, it's like, yeah, I want you to be my wife. I'm here to fly you anywhere, whatever that means. I'm hearing somebody saying that and like trying to move somebody. And I'm hearing for somebody else, it's just like realizing that somebody might be feeling kind of childish here. Because the children showing up, the page showing up, in being like in the position, I'm hearing financially, emotionally, spiritually, but feeling like somehow childish. There might be like, I hate even saying age difference, because we're proving what the broken clock is and how some of you all have been treated like batteries and run through a simulation to basically scalp scoops of your life out, and then they try to put a prescription on that wrong. And so we're on the Gnosis table here. This is the healing medical wheel. And so I say no. I'm infused with some very special super grasses here that I'm throwing in your Rest and Rejuvenate CGI bin, because computer generated graphic infusions are coming through all of these. These are light transmissions. But some of you will learn about the refractory beam and what was you to be or not to be. Okay, so expensive things like that wall, you know, in front of ET, going up all around us, and what we were willing to pay for, what it means. Because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like that might be the Three of Swords too. It's kind of getting a view on like what people did around you and being like, I got spiritual strength out of this, and now maybe this is how I met this person. It has a certain kind of influence over me where I feel emotionally balanced, and like my childlike strength and ability to be in my prowess as like, there's a very primal energy here. That's very sexy kind of energy, you know, especially with like childlike influence and fulfillment of wishes, that with spiritual strength, especially after a healing like this, if somebody's feeling good, it's like you got a really potent mix here for a special kind of moon and a special kind of romance. And so for some of you all, it's learning how to become sublime after the pit of trust might have blown up in your face. And so I hope this is helpful for you if this is yours. I love you. Drop me a comment if you like. I love hearing from you. It gives me an opportunity to hit you back with some positive messages and energy. If you'd like a reading with just your energy, hit me up. My information's below, or meet us at Very Fine Martians, where we can chat if you would like. I appreciate your support very, very much. Please stick around if you like. We'll be jumping into the Red Tiger's Eye next, with a little piece of hematite in it. And then we'll be finishing off with a very special piece of Moldavite. I'll get you in a little bit when we're back for that. Greetings, loves. You chose pile number 2, which belongs to this awesome, gorgeous specimen of Red Tiger's Eye. It's got a little piece of hematite there on the tip. It's cool. And these are your cards. We've got 2 layers of these purple cards here. We've got the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, Shadowscapes. Then we've got the Tarot Sexual Magic, and we've got the Romance Angels Oracle cards here. So your side, their side. This is right now what's going on. Recent past or challenge, near future guidance. Might be at the root where our questions might land, and we're looking at as our potential outcome. So, let's jump in. Well, moving on. Showing up here. And the world. I like it. Here for some of you all, this is distance travel that you have been either pining for, waiting for, or in some cases I'm hearing it's like you didn't even like wait for it anymore. It's like you might have waited so long for something else that while this is coming to pass, it's like you've been pushed in a different direction. And so I feel like it's like maybe you were shedding more than one layer at a time is what I'm hearing. I don't know, I'm hearing for some of you all that's going to make sense. This is a major arcana here. I'm hearing for some of you all this is like a very special distance communication. I'm hearing for some of you all it's like reading to the stars what you feel you're hearing from a loved one that might have departed, however recently. I'm hearing for some people it might be very recent, like within the past 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 days, 6 years. My condolences. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, because of that maybe that's like why you're able to do this, like, travel. If some of you all are traveling, and I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like your ability to be in the subtle energy realms and to feel where your nativity scene is, whatever that means. I'm hearing for some of you all, it's about your family of origin, where your tribe is, because for some of you all it's not what the common scented variety might consider that. And so I'm hearing for some of you all it's like feeling them around you and knowing what time it is with this moving on energy, because certain things have been cached, hashed, sorted, quantized, with special resonance points in the new clothed bodies that are being made manifest by strange anomaly that has been quarantined at 0 point with a particular resonance code that could heal everything, including bringing your significant other that maybe hasn't fully jumped into the earth suit yet, because we weren't on that ear thing and some of us were learning how to home and we're getting swiped. Yeah, because we're figuring out where the real suck is for the vortex to go right. It's like putting the antivirus in the right place so that these relationships happen the way they want. Some of you just dawned on you what it is about and what time it is. Ooh, love. Let's see what's going on here. Recent past challenge. We have Third Eye Chakra and Ten of Swords. That's you meditating. Some of y'all. I'm hearing some of you need to know somebody's been having a splitting headache too. It's bad. And I'm hearing some kind of iron deficiency thing and weird stuff that goes on around Mercury retrograde is probably why. Because you're feeling the onset of all of these particles being swept because we have magnets that move them. And people are calling planets. They didn't understand what a plant is with energy to end times. What these things look like here have already been wrapped up, and we're like figuring what things didn't scrape from the inside where we usually live. Some of you all have been traveling with your very special significant other in the astral realms, and it's super safe now because now nobody has to go in for scoops on the 9th gate. I'm not explaining to you what they were doing to swipe, what they were trying to mine. What doesn't happen with the crypt. So, 2 6s here might mean something to those of you who study sigils and numerology. Whatever this is was the end of bad, crappy communication, and you knew it. Some of you were careful about what you said because it was the end and you were just waiting, especially if you lost somebody. And I'm hearing for somebody about just knowing decency. And when you don't get to coin something for a scent or a bad germ, what these words look like, now that we know about false capitalization and the printer era where the cam ear heard more than it saw like that, and we learned how to draw better. So, you might be drawing in a much better partner. What we got? Because somebody, this is 2 situations for some of you. Trapped in fear, so I'm hearing for somebody. That's what the excommunication looks like. It's like somebody got carted off. Like for some of y'all, it's like you're gonna see some buffoonery, literally. Like what it looks like to be taken away in a magnet. It's like it just sucks away all that bullshit. What I've been training in the halos. And for some of you all, it's like coming out. This person coming out of that headache. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, whose headache or is it? You might both be feeling it. It's like, oh God, I want to feel this with you. I love you. Because look, oh my God, 4 of Wands, darling. Do you know what this is? Oh come on, beautiful picture. Those are like unicorn gazelle things. They're in pairs, and they're jumping over the Wheel of Fortune for new tunes that pay better as an artist than to be a wrong-ass kind of trinket neater, alright? Now, for some of y'all, it's like, kind of blows up in your face how awesome that is in the face of, like, St. Valentine. It's like you found something else that's, like, really better than that, and it's like, you know what? We can have fun on a day. And we also know how to do other things in the third eye way, and how to like trap the false material lens that doesn't exist, and admit that we're more than friends. Because somebody was scared, wretched scared here. I'm hearing, and it was like learning how to talk to somebody who's really like whatever on your level means. Because you know, some of us, it's just like you get jaded after a while, especially if you've been leaving something dark behind for something lighter, whatever that means. Some of you all, that's reversed, because it's like, that other thing was blaring loud. I didn't want to be anywhere near it. I'll take this nice dark shade over here. It's comfortable and neutral, and it's quiet, and it's protected, and things that you learn about your shadow, and what it is to be, like, confronted with where the world took you. It's like the moon didn't happen that way, and neither did that particle mash behind you that is now forever pixel scattered, my darling. And what it is to enter into a whole new way, because this is a passionate energy here. And this is somebody that might be, the word I'm hearing is trepidatious. And for some of you all, there's a good reason why, especially if there is a person here that's claiming like nuclear family ties or something and instigating. Because I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, that might be why it was crappy communication, because it was like something a family member was going to do, and like where it just became a plural effort is what I'm hearing, to keep it like secure in somebody's family is what I'm hearing. So for some of you all, interesting situations coming up. You're going to know if those are yours or not. I appreciate you sharing this with somebody if you feel like this is theirs and it could help them. Really appreciate the support. Let's see what else we got here. This is for somebody that's like a really specific story. That's not for everybody. Alright, we've got at the base. Okay, somebody's grieving. I'm hearing serious grievances here. With this 3 of Cups and this emotional loss, which is almost like the 5 to 6 of Cups style energy. It's like coming out of just a bellowing heartache here. I'm hearing for somebody, it's like what you were left with are these 3 cups here. And for some of you all, you're going to know exactly what those 3 cups are. For some of you all, it's like your soul sisters, it's your tribe. It's like your I'm hearing it's your Goyle interrupted with the ring around a rose. I don't know what I'm hearing here, but it's like somebody's funny, like adorable thing that you do to protect yourselves. And I'm hearing it's a special kind of tribe. And it's whatever you've been doing to take yourself through this emotional loss and whatever this grievance is, and being too scared to admit it. Because I'm hearing scared to admit something, and it's serious for somebody. It's freaking serious. That it's just like bellowing out, and there's certain things that I'm hearing are just going to be taken from you in the magnet. Because there's certain things that are going to be neutralized somehow in this. I've just been praying for a grace that surpasses our ability to try to claim logic in pieces that didn't exist that way, to be dissected and witnessed on the other side of something that we don't accept or agree to have participated in creating, perhaps. And where this becomes more of an ability to hold a space for something that we learned how to analyze when a pixie decided to flip a dot of light in our face that might not have materialized in that manner. And this is where it becomes a selective materialization process, and I'm feeling where some of you all have a very gifted communication that you're able to speak through, where perhaps the words are what we choose to be at a loss for, because sometimes those words are the conjure that you don't choose to create either, and there's a different way to communicate this heartfelt sentiment, and where this halo of protection around these, I'll just say sisterhood, but know your own particulars and whether or not this is for you, my darling. I like it though. It's a wonderful energy, and I'm hearing, you probably don't want to hear it, but I'm gonna say it. You need to drink more water. Clean water, just clean water. This is gonna help you right now. So let's see what here is up ahead. Is for somebody, you got a healing friend here. It's going to be a really nice way to connect. Because emotional withdrawal and how water rises. And what these numbers might mean to some of you. You have 5, 3, 8, and a Queen of Cups here. What it is to have a different kind of withdrawal. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like realizing you might have been accused of something that could have been true before, and it's difficult to live up to your own healing standard as a self-awareness when people will foist it on you because they've learned how to crutch themselves around it somehow, and you've already like healed through it, and it's like you're just emotionally sensitive because now you've got that awareness around you. So it's good to have these people around you that can kind of shield and help you feel your resonance points. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like you might have had a weird situation going on where you were trying to keep like emotional balance in a difficult situation, and it's like people were trying to take a step and like trying to go there just to like siphon energy somehow. It's like gassing you up. And where some of y'all had a real freaking gas hole in your midst. I'll see gas hole. That's what narcissists do. They gas hole, you know? So for some of y'all, gas hole's gone, and thank you for what we learned in the wobbly ass mirror. So for some of you all, you are transcending that. This is like how you balance yourself and what those turtles know about your support system, your friends, your allies, your familiars, where our idea of family might really be that we got raised different than some people told us in the weird pages that didn't land and those comments ended. I'm being nice. Let's see what we can find with romance angels and the terror of sexual magic. We've got getting to know each other and ooh, there's the magic right there. I don't want to see anything I don't need to see. That's why I've got the selenite on my third eye. Privacy screening rooms for the selectively determined who are going to have wonderful whatever thing happens that's romantic at this juncture, because the magician knows how to unfold that. And that is a very special major arcana move for the getting to know each other, is that find the way to move on and catch that world together and take a little whirl that maybe doesn't result in vertigo like this. And yes, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, darling. I'm hearing help from a friend. They might know how to help scoot it together and skedaddle. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing somebody might need a babysitter, and you got some soul tribe that's like, alright, nobody's putting this baby down. And somebody's practicing attachment parenting, where it's like, no lie, I'm the attached one, and you're not putting my baby down, or something like that. And I'm hearing for some of you, it's like somebody got incarcerated, or I'm hearing there's a really weird kind of witchy funny story for some of you that's going to be private there, and that some of y'all will actually hear about for other people, because it's like this thing, the incarcerated thing, it might be something happening around you is what I'm hearing, and where it's like no one you need to be worried about or anything like that. There's nothing to be worried about. It's just kind of like how the situation unfolds. It's like it really helps somebody come forward, where it's like there was an energy that wasn't there. It was like they were just missing this one ingredient to make it perfect, you know? And then it's like they just got this one little ingredient in place. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's going to be because of how somebody goes down, or like some kind of something that comes through the periphery in the woodwork about what somebody got caught for. And it's going to be helpful, because otherwise it's like the door wouldn't have been open, is what I'm hearing. And so you're going to know whether or not that's yours. I'm just hearing back away from that one. That one's for somebody from their guides. Let's see what's over here on the Terror of Sexual Magic and the Romance Angels. We've got the Ten of Swords. Again! Right here and here. In romantic feelings, I'm hearing somebody is at their wits' end. Wits. I'm hearing wits. I'm hearing done flipped out because of what they heard. And I'm hearing, you see there's like a couple over there in the background. I'm hearing something about the twisted image, and like what she thought she saw that wasn't there, and how it was like her own image or something, and what's been keeping somebody up at night. And I don't even know. I just heard something that doesn't make any sense to me. Just know it's like that kind of, I didn't hear it. And for some of you all, you're going to know. Let me just show you what this looks like here. Because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like whatever happened between the green thing and the red thing. Because somebody switched it. It's like two completely different angles. And I'm hearing you might have gotten your idea there. So you're going to know what that means, my darling. Because nobody can hide it from you. You got that third eye chakra ball, bam. And most likely you've been in like a very special kind of like, excuse me, where nobody gets to stick their hand in and try to reach, especially if you have like a special 5D relationship. 5D, you know, whatever. Somebody that lands in density with us that's already here, where the lies are coming to an end. Because if you have a friend that's like really psychic with you here too, and they've been sharing this feeling, and this is you, your initiative already started happening so well that it's like you're just like ready, bitches. That's what I'm hearing. You're just operation ready time. Because romantic feelings, oh my goodness, your feelings are real and worth exploring. I'm hearing, So this is a time of opening up, and I'm hearing you might have the right intermediary, you have the right kind of friends that blocked off some noise for you. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, it's serious. This is like a way that you can talk, and somebody's seriously grieving here, somebody's crying here. I'm hearing what she's upset about is maybe not that over here. I'm hearing it's like, for somebody it's like, oh my gosh, please tell me that that's what happened over there, because... And what she's upset about is something that's actually far more material, is what I'm hearing. It's like, I'm hearing that that's like, seeing that over there is her, this is like somebody getting out of emotional prison here, crying about something else, instead of feeling like they're like stuck in whatever this one was here, because this here is like crappy. That's like being in the prison, and this is like, look, it's the other side of the window. I'm hearing that'll make sense for some of you. Anyway, look, you're gonna know if that's yours. Darling, I think it's just time to see how far you've gone, because you've made the orbit. The orbit, it's gone all the way around. You were at the end of the major arcana here, the 21 here. This is the world. I'm hearing for some of y'all, just know that's like, we like that. Whatever 21 is for you, you got some good numbers here that you can roll with, especially if you've got the right kind of bets on the right kind of alpha. And you know what? Maybe you're just a whole alphabet yourself, and nobody gets to do anything to wrap that up anything differently for you, especially if you're ready to just, you know, express. All right, I love you. You'll know if that's yours. Hit me up, let me know. I love texting you and hearing what you have to say and sending positive energy your way. If you need a reading with just your energy, details are below. You can get more help, but Verified Martians, if you'd like to chat, that's where to go. And if I don't hear from you, just take care. I know I'll be back for another one soon, and feel free to stick around to the end, because we're going to get to the very special piece of Moldavite for deck number 3. Bye for now. Greetings, loves. So good to have you here. If you were, well, attracted by or to this very special piece of Moldavite, these are your cards here. We've got 2 layers to help depict the situation. I keep sliding on my arms here. Sorry about that. You can hear me clicking away over here. That's for Clackety Jim. Or Clickety Rick. I don't know. I'm hearing funny things here. Some of you all know that XTC song. It'll stick for some of y'all. If this Tech Tight pulled you into the art, right? For the claws and the hearts, right? XOX. So what's going on? You've got a couple of different purple decks here. The ones on the bottom layer are the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And we have the Shadowscapes deck. Then we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic and the Romance Angels Oracle cards. This is yours, this is theirs. Stories could flop or flip. Know your swap and your designations, please. This is the now situation, recent past or challenge, near future guidance. Sort of our root underlying factors, what you might have a question about, why we're here, and where we're going with that. That's our potential outcome. Let's dig in. All right. So, wow, we got a texture here. For some of y'all, I'm hearing you got a texture, dear. or him, maybe. Know your designations and what's going on here, but somebody's new beginning and what it looks like when somebody's not chicken anymore. I'm hearing it's like whoever Chicken Rick is, or I'm hearing different people's like nicknames that might be funny that are just coming in here. I'm hearing about Crenshaw, Mud Puddle Pete, the sacrilege of the new beginning when you've tossed it all away and you started selling it for dinner is what I'm hearing. It's like some of you all are going to know what this is about, because I'm hearing it's been keeping somebody up at night, and maybe it's like some word vomit thing going on, but I'm hearing it's like, oh, somebody's been sweating bullets for this one, literally bullets, and I have done this too. When I started coming unwound after the particle material meltdown, we had a nuclear fallout that people haven't been explaining to you all right, darlings. I woke up from that in a quarantine room. I've been proving what I did with all the Bitcoin Halo money. And when I was coming out of that and after the really bad vertigo that some of y'all probably got too, if this is your reading, it's like you're hearing things that are crazy and it's like sweating profusely, and it's like the things that you were wanting to do couldn't even balance you. I'm hearing it's like all the songs sounded crazy because you were hearing what was in between, or like the shows, the books, just feeling like it was pulling your brain through all the shit that I've been going through. And I'm telling you right now, you slammed the door on something so false and so phony that it's like, this is literally you realizing, hey, nothing was under our feet there. Now we know what the magnets do and how intelligent our halo is as the starting point of everything that you worked for, because this is you not being able to sleep in, this is you not being able to snore, this is you not being able to have another scoop if you wanted more, because I'm hearing for some of y'all it's like what you've been willing to put away and what you've had to like just devote yourself to every single day, and then just having it look at you and being like, that's not what I picked, you know? And I'm hearing for some of y'all it's like having had a moment like that already, that you had to like do one of these, and I'm hearing it's like that door already got shut. She's like, my hair is fine, I already sweated through it, and let them fly away. Buh. I'm hearing for some of y'all these are the things happening at the same time because what you had to give up, and then it's like, I'm happy about that. It's like the happy bitch face that I was hearing for some of you all, especially if you have somebody that like tried to cut you up or out or over, and it being like you kind of, I'm hearing you might have had a hunch originally, and then it was like something wasn't right, you knew it, and then it was just like whatever. It's like how things can just get, they grow on you over a period of time, because sometimes that's what this nagging is here before you get to this new beginning. Why sometimes people go even further on this Nine of Swords before they will call it in the ground dead, you know? And sometimes like the place where it goes here is like where people realize that people are stabbing them in the back and they didn't realize it because it was like sort of like a planned attack or something. It's like, yeah, and what you learn as the right kind of fool, which is what this new beginnings is. And it's like after you've traveled through the entire phases, because in this particular beautiful oracle deck I absolutely love, the 21st card, the end of the majors, end of the trump cards here, is actually the universe. It's like looking back at you, and it's like you and verses that now weren't coined in ages or incidents for holes in the sides of your head to prove something that we didn't create can even get in your mind now. And so where this leaves you is a different vantage point on maybe what was eluding you and going over your head and escaping. And sometimes it's like a tower of sound you didn't realize was like going on in your head while you were sleeping, where your 12-strand DNA is, where people might have been pulling and siphoning things, and what I've been proving about what you did not see and how that got germinated, and a really clever way to make it look like we backdated it and created a false history that none of those people are here to speak for themselves anymore, are they? I wonder what that looks like, huh? There you go. So, Nine of Swords, not letting it push you any further. stepping into that new beginning. And for some of you all, it's like knowing where to let it clip itself, because you've got a new lens on what that incept ion is, right? Now that we're one. So, see what's going on. Recent past, challenge, material and spiritual prosperity, and the Six of Wands. So, maybe for some of you all, it's like not being under any illusions about how both of those sixes showed up right there. Those are 2 6s. Right there. Boom. That's pentacles. That's fire. It's like, what did we do? What were we getting burned for here? Because it's like, I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like money in, money out. Energy in, energy out. And like being met with the serious fuckery of the law of thermodynamics as the determining factor of reciprocity on a scale that we can now quantify differently because of what doesn't get siphoned from you just because you made it, you know? And it's like being praised for this thing is what I'm hearing, where it's like behind your back. It's like while you're doing this, it's like the revolving door of what you didn't see was just like right out there. And so it's like being swiped wrong. And so I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like swift awareness about what the hell living on your interest rates is all about. When we get a real-time example of what you to be or not to be looks like on the other side of the scramble of Facebook, thumb swipings, we can pull through a green screen and see as an interest materialization on things like Twitch, for instance. I just have to say, because of the stupid bad gating that they were doing, they made it very easy for assholes to reach around at kids because of their grabs with Subway and what it is to hand out a $5 sub to a kid that might see candy in their face. And so, seek. Answers, huh? There you go. So, for some of you all, it's like figuring out what those interest rates actually might have looked like the whole time on these currencies. And where some of you all, it's like, I'm hearing that's going to be applicable to you on different levels for those of you that needed to know it. And for some of you all, it's like realizing that you might have just had some real malicious shit around you where it's like either it's not enough to handle what you have actually put into it. Because I'm hearing for some people, it's like some of you all, it might be just working. It might be that it has been just enough. And it's just like the but part is that as soon as like either the promotion happened or the recognition happened, it was like something came and it was like it whooshed it away. And I'm hearing that's going to apply for a lot of you on different levels. And so it's sort of like realizing where you let the vacuum of that energy that was coming up from all this whooshing away to just like slam that door. It was just like, whoop, all right, slam that in your own face. Boo. And what that can do, because for some of you all, that's what you needed. That's like you catching a Hail Mary right here, you know? And so just know you didn't have to let it go to the next place, because in this other deck here, that 9 goes to a 10, so it's like another step. Where in this John Holland deck, you know, a 9 is it. That's it. We call it quits. And so it's like you get a preemptive view. And like, what's on the other side of this suck? So you know what you want to step out in. Whether it's sandal season or, you know, what you already did with your hair, that's perfect. Okay. So let's see what's going on here in the near future, because, well, here, yeah, we got somebody that really, really, really wants to make it up, is what I'm hearing, and they might have done something special. I'm hearing it was so special what they did that it's like, you can't even know what they did to get up on that right there and make that thing balance there with all that crazy, awesome magic going on that magician here is sporting, because of this way that this woman in this blue dress governs herself. It's like a balance to the energy, and it might be like two sides of their relationship with their face and like how they travel together. I'm hearing for some of you all, You've had a special mirror image before you, is what I'm hearing, that might happen in your dream world. Maybe it's why some of you have not been sleeping enough. Why some of y'all have been sweating through this. Why it's even felt like a revolving door, because I'm even hearing for some of y'all with your business, especially if it's your business, and bless you if you're one of my, like, light worker angels that has woken up around the narcissism, and where some of us learned how to hear broken ass words and be like, all right, here, this might be for you, and like learning how to do healing arts and stuff around the stakers and the wagers. Because for some of you all, this is like you having been twisted around, and something just getting like swooshed, and then realizing how you wound up on the other side of the real board, where it was a certain kind of board game going on. And that solitude might be, you know, book closing, special kind of magic happening, especially if you got a special friend. So I'm hearing for some of y'all, you've got a really special love partner that's got a lot of power. And I'm hearing it might be a little intimidating because it's like they're private. They might be in the open some kind of way, but they're kind of private because the solitude, she's so lit in a whole other freaking way. It's like people can't handle her. It's like she's like a certain kind of hot. It's like, it's what's this term, sapiosexual is what some people say. I don't even know how you get all these words confused, but it's you know, finding somebody that has a high intellect to be very attractive. And so she's like that kind of lit up, or he, they, other, you know, and you know, whoever they are, they're magic. Like, for real. It's like they're not practicing magic. They're like, that's like some special yoga there, is what that is. They might have their own twin, you know, and I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like realizing that you didn't forget your own face on the other side of where the grace is. I'm hearing that's a real big one for some of you all, because this is all major arcana over here, the new beginnings. That's kind of like your Fool energy. This solitude here, that's like your hermit style energy. Hermit might look like this open book, you know, right here. Hermit, you know, so lit, dude. Like, yeah, give me the soul ace. They're my friends at that place. We got some magic. We got some things that are open here before us for a very special kind of wind. What's the wind? Something new, that's for sure. Or maybe that vortex carried out what we decide doesn't get to be true in our own process of becoming the one who actually called that order. Because look at those. Even with all this revolving, it's still a very successful energy. I'm hearing somebody over here really called it together, and it's like, if this is you, you're gonna know if this is you, or if this is like maybe your partner or your friend or somebody was getting taken advantage of here really badly for everything that they were doing. And it's like they just kept showing up, like championing it, looking forward, being light, providing the water wings is what I'm hearing, being a gift. And I'm hearing it's like this was like treachery, like zooming all around them. And so it's like all this was happening, and it's like this person here might have been making sure that shit capsizes, because it's like what they've got in their hand here, and they're like, oh, you don't even know what I got in that open book over here, and then zip, it's in there. And guess what's over here after that sucky shit whooshes away? You're walking on thin air. Because you're falling in love, some of y'all, with a really good catch over here. Somebody that you might have been both up at night about. Because I'm hearing you got some weird distance karate communication going on. Something about the nines. Whenever the nines hit you. Maybe it's like how you dress. I'm hearing like dressed to the nines. Like somebody with good fashion. I'm also just hearing it's like that ninth gate stuff. Know that your endocrine system is a safe place for you to be whole, and your resonance points that didn't get swiped or striped like UPC codes for fractals to misbehave. on the other side of our antivirus. At Safe Home. Thank you. Here's what's at the base of this. A certain kind of healing is going to happen here. Starting with the way that you envision and accept and allow yourself to be witness to you. Because solar plexus chakra here, I'm hearing it's going to be good for both of you. However, I'm hearing for some of you all here, especially if you feel like kind of like abandoned by somebody that was like taking cheap shots at you, is what I'm hearing. It's like, especially if you're like always around him, I'm hearing 6 days a week. 6 days a week. I'm hearing somebody getting mad about 6 days a week. And that's why I don't even like to set people up on week. I'm like, please be strong. Way to get strung upside down on that thing to be swiped wrong, right? How you still get to be the triumph that you are. If somebody was swiping you like that, it's just because they're trying to get a piece. Solar plexus. This is where you get to heal and feel good about it, because it's like what you get to know. And what the chariot does, because that's a triumph right there. Bam! It's like both sides of this, so even if you felt like you were lagging, don't think that, please. It's like this is major arcana proving like I come up together here for good self-esteem and feeling great about whatever 7 means to you in the major arcana. The magic chariot right there with that beautiful being of light bursting out. Here, and her Princess Leia look is on point. You doing some cosplay over there, darling? It looks good. Something special, a special hairdress or headdress or something. I don't know, but this gold color is here to shield you. It's a certain kind of pissed off that takes you into that feel-good place, too. When you find that you've got a reason to be so lit up with a toot about something going on, too. I'm hearing for some of y'all it's going to be a very special communication. It's happening. See what's going on here. Outcome. We've got the material harvest. Oof. That is the end of the spread on these guys here, too. This is as far as you can go to prove what you did. It's more than what you can claim to know. That's what shows. That's what that is right there. And that's somebody that's openly offering, giving. There's a healing coming out of their hands, if you can see that. And that's the most benevolent right there. You got your King of Cups. Looking up at the sun there, I'm hearing that, you know, is this some kind of father-son thing, or daughter-father thing, or something about father archetype, you know. A lot of women embody that too, especially if you've ever been a single mom that's playing all the roles. I'm hearing for somebody, though, this is about choosing fatherhood, healing in different ways, especially with these 2 9s here. And the potential, 3, for what it is to be pregnant, because for some of you all, this is like just a time where there's a certain stability to this. Even if you've been paying a lot and feeling like you're paying your dues, I just feel like it's a lot of, almost like a burden, but not, because it's like while you were sleeping, you know, then you find out some good news, is what I'm hearing. And so for some of y'all, it's what you need. Especially because I feel like somebody might be suffering from adrenal fatigue here. There's what it is that I'm hearing. It's like adrenal fatigue. And I don't know. It's like if somebody had an appendectomy or something, I'm hearing they might be having like a bile thing, like something going on where they're just like feeling like they throw up a little bit, or like a gallbladder thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing that going Hippocratic is going to be very helpful for you right now. You might consider looking at doing like a liver cleanse or something too, if it's like a bile issue, is what I'm hearing. Because I'm hearing for some of you all that will be very, very helpful. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's going on here with the romance cards. I was just making sure I didn't hear anything else and didn't have anything else to share there. Alright. We've got the Queen of Chalices on the retreat. Wow. Okay, so Queen of Chalices is the Queen of Cups in this deck, and that's like the suitor to this one, because he would be the King of Chalices, and it's King of Cups here. And this is a really nice getting together here. That's emotionally fulfilling. It says you need to be spending time together. It's time to disconnect from the world. I'm hearing that might be what you're like letting go up and poof, lit it. And shutting that door. Because, yeah, that's very special kind of connection. And then we got this. Okay, we got the flirt. And the hitting it for more. Because we got the 10 of Wands. That is some super sexy energy. Oh my goodness. That's like, can we have a special shade for this? Because nobody need to be watching that over here. And some 9th gate weird sneaky tactics that don't get to happen here for this 9th harvest. And where we get a little reverberation over that. So you sensitives that know that you're getting together with somebody really awesome here, figured out how to put a magic shade over it. Because, hey, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So, I'm hearing for some of you all, it's some speak up time over here. Somebody's gonna feel better about what it is that they know that they need to take into their own awareness and put their own hand on. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like saying, you already did enough, you already did enough, it's my turn. And I see somebody like grabbing this. It's like grabbing the baton, or like if you've ever like run track and you know you can pass off the baton, or do like some kind of a relay. It's like I'm just seeing a relay happening here is what it looks like. And it just looks like how it comes together, because then there's this little baby over here peeking up after it came around through this person's hand, and it's looking at him in the face, and then I'm just seeing it catching back, and then it's like the flirt going on, and then maybe this like spinning around energy can be a really nice feeling for whoever's new beginning ends up looking like that. And that with some snuggles and hey, what that might be, right? I love it. I think it's time to show, because this is the end. This is as far as it goes. That's what it is to reach the top of the suit, and know that some things are worth being lit up for, especially if you've kind of had to hold yourself together and be a whole new you because of the things that maybe were not really for you, and stuff that you decided to allow to leave you because you didn't choose to be attached to it in any way. And that's what this new beginnings is for, and a whole new way for you to view yourself. I love you, darlings. I hope this is helpful. That's that view on the stone again, for those of you that wanted to see my Moldavite. Alright. Let me know what you think. I love hearing your comments and hitting you back with positive energy anytime I can. If you think this could help a friend, please share it. I appreciate your support. If you need your own reading with only your information, answering your questions in detail, my information is below. Also, feel free to reach us here at Very Fine Martians if you would like to chat. If I don't hear from you, just know I love you. And we'll talk to you again soon. We're back for another one. Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.